In this video, I'm just going to talk about how to actually quit porn and not relapse from it. This is such a massive thing that so many young guys face. I remember a very long time ago, I used to have this struggle, and I never even realized you could actually solve it because it's an addiction. So if you clicked on this video and you have this addiction, you need to get rid of it. I'm going to show you exactly how and why, because it will literally change your life for the better. If you want to actually become successful, you want to actually become productive, you want to actually attract women in real life and not just be watching these weird videos that you know are weird too, and you know that this is obviously a problem that's causing you to suffer, keep watching. I'm gonna tell you everything. Everything's gonna become so much more clear. I wish this is the exact video that I had when I was younger. First things first, right? We need to understand why we watch porn, right? When you're young, whatever reason you stumble across porn, maybe your friends told you about it, maybe you just saw something that got you stimulated, right? As a man, you have testosterone within your body, right? It's always generating, you need it. It gives you energy, it gives you motivation for life. And so because you have testosterone, the more you have it, you naturally also create libido. And I know it's getting complicated, just simple, right? The libido is your sexual hormone, right? It's a chemical released in your body that makes you horny. That's it. And so if you're a guy, you have testosterone, therefore you have libido, and therefore you'll get horny. That's why you get horny. And it's like, you should want this. This is necessary. If you didn't have testosterone and you didn't ever get horny, you would literally be depressed. You'd be sad. Like, you would see these old men who have low testosterone, therefore low libido, and they're just not motivated. They have no drive for life. And so the more libido you have, the more testosterone you have, the more horny you are, but the more drive you have for life, the more motivation you have, the more you just want to do shit. You just want to be on some man shit. You want to be in the gym, you want to be with women, you want to get money, all of that, right? That naturally all comes. It's all within you. You don't need to be motivated like these gurus tell you. You just literally need to control yourself, and the motivation is already within you. All the energy you want, all of that lust, your horny energy is already within you. You just need to learn how to channel it, right? So now that you know that all of this is natural. For you to be horny, for you to want to have sex, for you to actually, for the reason you're watching porn is because you're horny. And so, watching porn is a bad way to satisfy your lust. You should actually be using it in much more productive manners, right? You should actually be using it to attract women. You should use it to improve yourself, right? Get more money, become more attractive, go to the gym, right? It's like you need that lust, but it's like most people are literally stuck in this vicious cycle where they are like, oh, I'm too tired, oh, that girl she's out of my league, or I don't make enough money, whatever, right? Like, you have all these reasons to be sad and depressed, and it's literally because you're doing this. You're giving up your internal motivation. Every time you bust a nut, you literally are releasing your masculine energy, your masculine drive, and so it's literally ruining you in way more ways than it's just like, oh, I have a bad addiction, I wasted some time. And it's such a baffling behavior, because if I know you've seen it time and time again, it's like you will go watch porn and beat your meat when you're just bored, simply because you have the time. You watch it, not because you actually want to watch it. And then you'll notice this too, right? You'll be like, I don't even know why I did this. I'm not even horny. And it's because what's actually happening is every time you get bored, which is the actual underlying issue, you believe the best way to solve and satisfy your boredom is to watch porn. Why? Because every time you watch porn, not only are you getting digital stimulation from watching porn and seeing the exact things that you want to see, just like social media, where it's every time you scroll, you get these dopamine hits. Same thing happens when you scroll through and look for the porn you want to watch, but you're also satisfying your libido, your natural need to be with women, which is biologically ingrained in you. It's natural for you as a man, as a human, to want to attract and be horny and, pursue women. And so it's all being done so easily right through this, your screen, which is the worst way to satisfy it. And so you need to understand that all of it, what's actually happening within you, and it's all natural, but you need to fight it. You need to be able to better channel. You need to be able to better control it. And so I'm going to teach you exactly what I did. And this is a little bit I don't want to say it's crazy, but I know it works, because if you understand the psychology behind everything, which I'm not going to go into because it is super complicated, you'll understand why this works. I'll give you an example too of it after, right? But what you essentially want to do, right? This is it. I'm just going to tell you what it is at its core. The next time you're horny and you feel the need to watch porn, which satisfy your boredom, go ahead. Yes, I'm telling you, go do it. But this is what you're going to do, right? When you're set up, whatever, right? When you're looking for the videos, look for 5 to 10 of them that are 10 to 15 minutes long, right? You're going to be like, what the fuck? Why is this guy telling me to actually watch porn? Because look, you're not going to break the addiction right away. It's just not going to happen. And so naturally, you're going to have this craving. You're going to have to satisfy it, right? It's like when you get hungry. It's you're going to need to eat. But it's you got to slowly stop eating, right? This happens You can't just go cold turkey. It doesn't work like that ever. It's like, you ever see someone smoking, they don't just stop. It's like it happens slowly over time. So this is what I'm gonna teach you how to do, right? I already know you're gonna probably pick up like 5-10 tabs. It's some weird shit that all of us guys do, right? So open up 5-10 tabs, make sure they're all like 10-20 minutes long, right? And we do it for no reason too, because you end up busting in the first video. But this is the part of it, right? You watch that first video, after you get your 10, you watch that first video. You end up busting in like the first minute, 5 minutes, or whatever the case may be. And then what you do is you sit there and you keep watching. And you're like, what the fuck? Why would I keep watching? Because what do you actually do? You bust a nut and you're like, you get that post-nut clarity and you're like, fuck, like, why did I do that? I just wasted all my energy. Now you're like tired and you're like lethargic and you're just sitting there like a loser. You feel like a loser. You know you look like a loser, right? It's natural. It's like, damn, like I wanted to bust a nut and I didn't do it with a woman. I had to do it with my phone in my hand and a sock, some lotion. It's like you're acting weird. You know you're weird. And it's like these thoughts that you have that I'm saying out loud, make sure you're thinking of this shit. Like after you bust a nut, literally talk shit to yourself. Psychologically, your mind has to pick up on the fact that it's like, this is weird behavior. I should have done this with a woman. I should have been doing this like a masculine man, right? You need these thoughts to go into your head, because then your mind goes, instead of becoming like, normally when you watch a porn, you're like, oh, I feel so good. This was so relaxing. And so your brain thinks it's a good thing that you're doing, because your brain doesn't have eyes. So your brain just believes everything you say or think of. And so if you go, damn, I feel like a loser. I'm a loser. Why did I do this? This was such a bad behavior. Again, and then what you continue doing after is you watch all 5 or 10 videos after you've gotten your like post-nut clarity. So what does that mean? When you have that post-nut clarity, you start thinking about life like actually, like how it is in reality, and you're like, damn, like I need to be doing more in life. I need to be more productive. I need to get more money or whatever it may be. But when you're sitting there watching all those videos that you clicked on when you were horny, that's like, you'll start noticing how weird you are. Be like, why did I click on this weird ass topic? Like, this was such a weird type of video to watch. And you have that post-nut clarity and you're talking shit to yourself the whole time, and you're like, this is so weird. Why did I watch this? Why did I watch? And you're gonna watch them all, like 5 to 7 minutes throughout. You're gonna spend the next 20-30 minutes just watching it with post-nut clarity, talking shit to yourself. This allows your subconscious mind to realize that this is a bad behavior. And this is simply doing this will allow you to be like, the next time you get bored and you're like, oh, I should go watch some porn, and you're like, wait, the memory starts clicking back. This video that you're watching right now, you're like, what did that guy say when he was screaming at me? And he's like, he told me to talk shit, and then it all starts clicking again. You're like, oh, the last time I did this, yeah, it felt good for half a second, but then it immediately felt like garbage, right? Because it's like, you went through the post-nut clarity, you essentially exacerbated yourself, which is like what's actually happening. You're making yourself become like desensitized to feeling satisfied from watching it. It's like, the way I got this actual concept and why I did it myself is I heard a story where this guy said his son, it was a father and son, his son started smoking cigarettes that he stole from the father, and what the father did was say, oh, you want to smoke? And he made him smoke the whole pack, right? And the guy was like, no, I don't want to smoke, but he forced him to smoke that whole pack, and the guy never touched cigarettes ever again. So I was like, what if I just did this with the porn? So then I started watching a lot, even when I didn't want to. And so it causes your brain to be like, okay, you know, this addiction sucks. I'm telling you, try this shit. Just try it once. You're losing nothing from trying, right? Try it, question it. If you find a better way to do it, right? I just want you to quit, because you'll see how much better life gets. Like, as soon as you quit, you don't even gotta worry about NoFap or like how to approach women. None of that shit fucking matters. Just quit porn, because you're ruining your masculine energy. You're ruining your masculine essence. Everything that you want in life is possible. Whatever you want in this life is possible. You already have the internal drive to get it. You don't need more motivation. You don't need motivational speeches. You don't need to practice disciplined behavior. You simply just need to quit porn, learn how to control yourself, and then channel your lust. And that all happens naturally as you just keep going through it, right? Try this shit out. I'm telling you, it's gonna work out. In the end, we're all gonna fucking win.